All right, so we just got back from the Minecraft movie. Hello, everybody.
Yes, we did indeed. It was very awesome.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. So we'd like to kind of go over the general story first. Yes, what happened in the
Yes.
movie, and then give our thoughts on it. So, would you like to begin?
Sure. So basically,
Right.
Steve had yearned for the mines. He needed to go
For
in
the
there.
mines.
He was sick of his life, so he went mining and found this thingy and that thingy and put them together. And then a magic portal opened. It was crazy.
Yeah, I wish Minecraft had a new portal.
True.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
But-
like the weird like warden thing. That
Yes.
thingy. That could
I
be a
don't know what
portal.
they're planning to do with that, but I hope they have something cooking.
They previously had said that it wasn't going to be a portal, but also in like a preview of it, like when they were like making it, they called the structure like a portal. So in the games, I believe. I believe that has happened.
I wonder what it could be then.
I'm not sure.
Dude, I hope they have like, if that warden thing is a portal, do you think there's more wardens on the other side?
Possibly. I'm not sure.
There's just like maybe one or two left on our overworld side. Next in the movie, well, I guess Steve lived there for years, and then
Guess so.
all of a sudden he discovered the Nether.
Vintage Steel. The Nether.
Vintage Steel. Yup.
Very insane.
Lit up that portal, went in and met they're just regular piglins, right?
Yes, the piglins. I believe he called them piglin brutes. So.
And then I did notice there, like, because Minecraft obviously had zombie pigmen when it first came out, and then they got later changed to piglins.
Yes.
But like these piglins, when they go into the overworld in the sunlight, they get zombified, right?
Yes, that happens
Into
in
the
the game
zombie
too.
pigments. Are they just turning into zombie pigments, or are they dying?
They turn in the game. They turn into zombie piglins. I don't know what happens in the movie if they just turn into zombie piglins. Wait,
I don't think they showed us the result, did they?
the zoglins, I believe, which are like the hog things. I think they die after a certain amount of time after being zombified, but I could be wrong. So I wonder if they die or not in the movie.
I mean, at the end, like, well, we'll get there, but the hag sort of hog, the old lady one, she like got zombified too. I forget what happened to her though. Did she?
She was like
No.
dying. So I think in the movie, what happens is they die when they go in the overworld.
We just never seen her turn into meat or anything though. No ham. But yeah, I wonder why. Because they weren't afraid to like kill off characters. Like the female hoglin just jabbed the child and just turned him into the ham. So I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, Steve meets them and they want his little portal device, his little cube with the outer cube. I don't know. It's casing. And he ends up giving it to his dog that he befriended. What was his name again?
Dennis.
Dennis. And he sends Dennis on a quest to bring it back to the overworld. And I guess when he brings it back to the overworld, he throws it under Steve's in real life bed, and it like falls out of its case, which closes the portal. And then Steve is locked in a cell for the rest of that remaining time. And then in the overworld, I guess, or not the overworld, the real world.
Yeah, the real world.
We get to meet the new main cast of characters, which were actually pretty cool. I liked them.
Garrett Garrison, amazing name. The Garbage Man.
The Garbage Man. Yeah. I liked him as a character. I thought he was pretty cool.
So he ends up going to buy like a storage unit that apparently has a crazy Atari console. That's worth so much, but that ends up being fake in a box. It is not
and he got
real.
so mad because like, well, his store's gonna get evicted, or is he getting evicted? Like I forget. His store's gonna shut down basically because he's running out of funds. So he thought this would be his big ol' like cash grab, so he could bring everything back. But he wanted the win, and the win slipped through his fingers.
And so this guy ends up finding the portal thingy thing. The thing that goes, the thing into that thing goes into the thing and makes the portal.
We met some other main characters too. I forget the boy and the girl's name, but they're like brother and sister, and the sister's acting like his mother because their mother died, I guess.
Something happened, I guess.
Do you remember their names?
I remember the girl's name is Natalie, I think. So, Dawn, Henry, Vice Principal, Marlene, and the Nitwit.
The nitwit.
The nitwit is listed on Google.
Who is the nitwit?
The nitwit, like the villager.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Henry is the kid, I believe.
Henry. Okay.
I think so. Because I'm looking on
Henry and
IMDb
Natalie.
now. Yeah, Henry and Natalie.
So yeah, they were moving houses and whatnot, moving schools and jobs and whatnot. And the kid ends up going to the store that the garbage man guy owns, and that's where they found the cube. And then they go on a journey to, because there was a letter strapped to the cube, so they go on a journey to the mines to find this forbidden portal.
Oh yeah, and then there's also that other character, the one with all the animals and stuff.
Yeah, the animal lady, the animal taxi driver.
Yeah. It was Dawn, I believe.
Dawn? Okay. So yeah, they all go into the Minecraft overworld where they meet Pink Sheep, which might be a reference to the Pink Sheep YouTuber. Who knows?
Crazy.
They didn't give him sunglasses though, so maybe not.
It's just a theory. A game theory.
Thanks for watching.
And then they go through night and almost die 50 billion times.
Something I really liked that they did for the nighttime was how they had the zombies actually tearing apart the Pink Sheep. And then, yeah, I guess their creativity shone through. The Henry guy built a tower to fight against the monsters of the night.
True. And then I am Steve.
We just had the little thought bubble there in our brains. We shared our brain cell.
Am Steve.
So yeah, fast forward. Steve's still in the Nether. He's in prison. Oops.
Yep.
Hobgoblin girl, lady. I forget her name. Malgosha. Yeah, I think that was it. So she requests Steve's loyalty to her, and he says no. And then she's like, "Well, you'll never get your dog back." And they have his collar. And, well, Steve says, okay, sure, fine, okay, anything for my beautiful Douglas. What's his name, Douglas? No, wait.
Dennis.
My bad, sorry.
They don't even have Dennis.
No, they did. They gaslit him. He was led to believe something that was false. So yeah, he goes to the overworld to get this cube, to get back Dennis. He runs into the main cast of characters, decides, you know what? These guys, they want to get back home. And I'm gonna help him do that, and then I'm gonna get the cube and get Dennis back.
And then they go to the village, and they see the villagers crushing loaf. Who love to crush loaf.
And we got to see cool things like the chicken, the lava chicken.
Indeed,
the classic Minecraft contraption.
Yep.
I love seeing that in the trailers. I kind of wish I saw it in the movie first, though.
True.
That was really cool.
I love the song that they sang there.
It was the song for the lava chicken place, because then the pig, the one pig, I forget his name, but he's like a awkward, nerdy kind of pig, was singing it later on too.
Was his name General Chungus?
General Chungus. It might have been General Chungus.
General Chungus. Oh yeah, they broke like the thingy thing, the portal. So that's why Steve helps them.
Oh yeah. During the night, they ended up getting attacked, and they dropped the portal cube, and the outside shattered. So Steve agrees to take him to the Woodland Mansion to get another casing for it.
But then they got attacked by the Piglin guys, by General Chungus. But General Chungus failed.
Yup, unfortunately, man. 5 big booms for General Chungus because he died. True. I did not expect him to die there. He was acting so chill too before his death.
But they got elytras, and that was cool, which is interesting because does that mean Steve Jack Black beat the game? Or is it made out of like sheet metal or something? Just metal?
Yeah. Garbage man. Garrison. He has ulterior motives.
He needs the valuables.
Wants money.
money. Like Mr. Krabs.
And he stole the cube from the little kid, Henry, right?
Yes.
Henry? Yeah, and he agrees to give it to Steve if Steve can give him diamonds.
So they go and get diamonds.
Yep.
And have to escape.
Was that even like a plot point that was resolved later? I don't remember him getting his store back.
Well, they got the store back because they were like playing music in the shop and stuff at the end.
Oh yeah.
And they had like the video game there too. So they for sure got the store back.
Yeah. They made a new game that was like Minecraft-esque, I guess, a little bit.
Yes. It was like a fighter game, but it had like piglins and the other guys, you know, like Steve. I believe.
I wonder why they didn't just make Minecraft.
True. That would be funny.
It's interesting.
I'm sad they didn't say creeper. Oh man, though. They should have said that in
Yeah.
like the creeper, like cave scene. Creeper.
Yeah,
farm.
dude, that would have been a good spot. There was a point in the night too where they first met the creeper. I thought that was a good introduction of the creeper for like
True.
anyone who doesn't know what creepers are. Like it felt pretty natural.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry, I accidentally hit you." Kaboom!
True.
They
go-
made when they were doing the elytras, they made the man sandwich,
Oh, the man sandwich.
so they could fit through a little
Yes.
hole.
And the water bucket release.
Water bucket tactic.
Thing. Water bucket release. Oh yeah,
Did
that
they get the
was.
piece
Never
in the
mind.
Woodland
Yeah,
Mansion
yeah,
and
yeah.
they
They
went
went
to
to the
the bridge?
Woodland Mansion and then the chicken jack.
Yes, the chicken.
Jackie.
We almost forgot the chicken jockey.
Chicken Jackie. I love
Chicken
that.
Jackie. Yeah.
It was funny seeing all of the memes in the actual movie.
Yeah, they went into the Woodland Mansion. They had like a whole like
Right.
thing where they were trying to distract the Illagers.
Yes.
Jack Black and Steve and Garrison. They were singing songs for them and whatnot. While Henry went in and snuck into the storage room to find this relic. But yeah, then they got captured and they got put in a boxing ring where they met the chicken jockey.
Chicken Jackie. Insane.
Garrison was losing that fight very fast off the bat, but
It was
he ended
indeed.
around.
And then he almost died. And then Steve saved him.
Did they just run out of the ring?
I guess so. Yeah, I think
no
they
idea.
just ran out.
All right, sure. Well, let's just say that happened. Okay.
I think so.
So they meet up on the bridge.
And then they go on like the gas thingy thing. The gas platform, right? They jump on that, except for Garrett Garrison. And presumably
gas
is
platform.
dead.
Yeah. Wait. The gas. First of all, if anyone's wondering why there's gas and piglins in the overworld, they were able to drink this like potion that lets them survive in the sunlight.
Oh yes, the netherwort.
Yeah, and the hag sort of piglin, she also was there too on the bridge. And kind of commanded everyone around to basically explode it with them on it. That's when Garrison chucks Henry onto the gas platform to save him, and then Steve jumps on because he's like a champ with call those the slime blocks. Does a long jump. Bro's just a pro. He's part of that parkour society. And Garrison's like, "Remember me! Remember my legacy!"
I believe
And everything explodes.
it explodes.
Wait, what were the other two characters doing at the time?
I think they found Dennis, right?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
Dennis
They found
was
that
taking
was
them to
something
Jack
weird.
Black. Steve.
That was something I found kind of weird.
True.
When they found Dennis got transformed back into a wolf because they had to give him a bone to tame him again.
He lost his collar, I guess. So
Oh, I
Like,
guess that does make sense. Yeah.
in like the netherite, he lost his collar. I guess they had to tame him again to get the collar back, possibly.
I guess so.
I guess so. I mean, we do see Dennis going back into the overworld from like the actual like real world. So
Yeah, but he
Presumably
lost his
that's
collar
Dennis.
before then, right? Like,
yeah,
he lost it in the
In the nether.
overworld, I think, or the nether, and then he went into the real world,
Mhm.
and he was still like normal.
yeah,
Still a dog. Yeah, maybe that's just a continuity error. I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought they were gonna do a thing where like every single dog that gets tamed is named Dennis. But yeah, and then did they all meet up after that?
Oh
For, like,
yeah,
a big battle.
the gas. When they were on the gas, it like went down and they died and respawned in the
yeah.
beds, right? Or at least they like blacked out and spawned back in the beds. I
I
believe.
don't
so.
remember them respawning. Oh no.
Like they were just like
Cool.
they fell off and then they immediately went like woke up in the beds. So that's what I'm guessing. They like respawned in the beds.
Didn't they find him and then they dragged him back? And then
I'm
they
not
were
sure.
like, remember Henry was still asleep and his sister was like, "Nah, he's all right."
But like they were in the beds. So either
They
they
were.
dragged him back, they dragged them back, or they
Or they
respawned in the beds
Yeah.
or something.
I don't remember them sleeping though. Did they sleep in the beds earlier?
I don't think so, but that could just be like movie magic.
And then yeah, I guess they had the big battle right after, right?
Yeah, they did, because they got the
Hoglin
cube.
got the cube. Yeah, I
They got
guess
the
we forgot to mention
orb.
that. She used the force and gravitated the cube towards her
Yeah.
staff on the bridge, and then she got all powerful, and then she went to go get her army, I guess, to take over the overworld, because she was like, all right, we got the cube, let me just put it in my little device, my little beacon, and then we'll make the whole daytime cycle go away. It'll be nighttime forever.
They go fighting, I guess, or they prepped for it, I guess. They got a bunch of wolves. They got a bunch of diamonds.
Iron blocks.
They got the swiftness boots for the one iron golem, which is interesting.
Yeah, they were creating iron golems, and then there was just the one where they put like boots on by accident, I think. And then it turned into like a mega iron golem that was like blue.
True.
And it was like swift, it was fast.
They fought, I guess.
Yeah, fight scene.
Oh, yes.
Big army versus big army.
And in the woodland mansion, what was his name? Henry got an enderman. Got an ender pearl there. And that is important for the end. Because he had used it to get to where the orb or the cube or whatever you want to call it was.
Yep.
What was it called? The orb of dominance?
Yeah, the orb that they kept calling a cube, but it was actually an orb. So yeah, that was set in the beacon there, I think.
He had almost got it, but then aghast. Was it aghast?
No, it was the the new hog. That was like the one that's a step up from other nerdy hog.
So that guy either threw something, I forget what it was.
He had a cannon on his arm.
Oh, cannon. Sure. Yes, that's
like
probably
purple
what it was.
cannon.
Yeah,
Sent the blasts and they had him.
And then he
exploded.
He fell. And then, Garrett Garrison, the garbage man, went and saved Henry.
Yeah. He's back. He's alive. He never died.
Yes.
He used Steve's water bucket tactic to survive.
Indeed.
And then he also used like some. I think he said that he used his buckets that he crafted earlier in the movie, like the chain buckets, to like steer the gas balloon.
They got the cube, the orb, whatever it was, and they won.
And then they had okay, I thought this scene was actually pretty funny, where the hog lady, she was dying to the sunlight, getting turned into a zombie, she's getting zombified. She wanted to tell Steve something. Like, right, you're just gonna stab me. I'm not gonna fall for it. And she's like, oh, really, please. And she goes to stab him. It's just like a weak, like a little attempt, and he's like, no. And she does it another 2 times.
Another time, and another time. None of them worked.
I like that. That was cute.
That was awesome. They went back to the real world, even Steve, and they made a new video game, kind of about Minecraft, and they were singing and did crazy stuff. And I'm guessing Garrett Garrison did not get evicted and got his shop back. Crazy.
Yeah, he had a lot of diamonds stuffed in his pockets. I think he's really rich now.
Possibly.
When did the movie take place? Was it like... Is it in the modern day, or is it like early 2000s or something? Garrett Garrison, he was still like dressed up as his like 80s or whatever self from like the arcade era. Yeah, I don't know when the movie takes place then. Yeah, and then there's like a whole side plot too with a villager.
Oh, the villager, yes.
When they opened the portal, the villager wandered out into the real world.
That was amazing. That first end scene, that was amazing.
That too, yeah.
It was just funny.
Yeah, he got hit by a car by the school principal, and she like just got divorced. And then she's like, "Oh my god, you have such a big head. We should go out."
It was awesome.
They go to dinner. She's like, "You're so not like my husband. You have so much more personality than him. That's why I broke up with him. He didn't have personality. But you good sir, I love you." And then he goes, and then I think the next scene with them was in the end credits, right?
Yes. And the villager can talk in English.
Talked. So basically, she taught him English, and he taught her villager, because she was also speaking villager there.
True.
I thought the villager was Stampy at first. I was so sad to find out it wasn't Stampy voicing the villager.
That's sad. That would have been amazing.
Because I grew up with YouTubers like Stampy, Longnose, I guess Squid too, from that sort of series.
Ballistic Squid.
Yeah, the only reference I saw in the movie that I recognized was that what was it? Like the pig with a crown.
Oh, the Technoblade one?
Technoblade, yeah. I never watched Technoblade, but I remember I was subscribed to him for... Well, I watched him maybe a little bit, but I was subscribed to him for some point in time.
I watched him for a while, and it was very sad to see him die. That was sad. R.I.P.
I guess Dan TDM was also in there.
Yes.
I didn't even recognize him.
The cameos I didn't realize when that was. It was in like the what's it?
When they were at the storage war unit.
Yeah, the storage unit. I did not recognize them. I only recognized Dan TDM. I don't know where the others were. I couldn't find a good clip.
He was just disguised so well, which is so sad because like it would have been cool to see him. I went like Five Nights at Freddy's when they had Matt Pat. True. Everyone knew he was Matt Pat. I didn't hear a single person say Dan TDM. You know?
Yeah, I wish they referenced him in like one of the minecart scenes or something, or like they said something.
Yeah, because he's the diamond minecart.
Or they said something
That's
like
where it should have been.
Redstone. That's a whole lot of mumbo jumbo because he was also in there.
That would have been a good reference too.
I was hoping they'd say something.
Maybe they'll save it for like the second movie if they do a second. And judging from those like not trailers but interviews that you showed me the other day, they said that this movie's a Minecraft movie, not the Minecraft movie, because they don't want it to be the only one that can exist as Minecraft. Which kind of means that they might try to do another Minecraft movie that's fully in the Minecraft universe, where it doesn't look realistic or anything, or uncanny. Like they might do that next, or they could do a sequel. Like who knows?
I like the movie personally. I like the second cameo scene too. It was kind of funny because it was Alex. Oh my gosh, no way.
That was kind of cool. I liked how that flowed together.
True.
Like how was Alex living in Steve's old apartment that like, cause yeah, Steve used to live somewhere, guys. And then he was gone for years. So his place got like belongings got dumped into the storage units. And then they sold the house to, I guess, Alex, we found out.
I really liked the movie. I thought it was honestly a bit better than my expectations because I thought it would like it was just a silly, goofy movie. But I think that's good.
It didn't take itself really seriously.
Yes. Like it's not silly goofy to the point where it's like unwatchable, but it's silly goofy enough. I think it's good silly goofy enough.
It wasn't like over the top. I think they could have done a little bit better in some areas, but like it wasn't on and off a watch or anything like that. If I were to say like to do something better in like a certain area, like to give an example, when I forget the hog's name, but like the goofy sort of like nerdy hog. I wish when he died he acted more scared because like he doesn't respawn. I guess that's about it. I didn't have really that many gripes with that. The only other critique that I had that was like major was I wish there were more character development sort of scenes.
I also wish there was too. Like we didn't know too much about what was it you were saying, like the kids, right? Like who was it?
The kids. The girl, right?
Kid. The girl, yes.
She didn't like how her brother Henry was creative because he got bullied in school for being creative, and she was just not creative at all. Like she threw a block of wood in water and was like, "Oh, that's not a boat. What the heck? I don't know what I'm doing." And then later on, she's just all of a sudden creative. Like there was no moment where she like discovers creativity, or it doesn't like portray itself to the movie watcher like what changed her mind.
Dawn, like that was the other character with like the pets and stuff.
What about her?
She did not have much character development. All we knew about her really was
she was kind of caretaking, maybe too, along with the other girl.
Maybe
like she was helping out a lot, I think.
And they had like animals in like the car or whatever, as like a portable zoo or something like that. And it was interesting, but we didn't get much character development from her either, though.
Yeah, it just kind of seemed like they threw that in as a gag almost. And a lot of the animals in the car too were like Minecraft animals, I thought. Like there was the llama, of course.
Oh, true. Yes.
And well, yeah, I guess she didn't really have much to offer. I don't know if there would have been an arc for her because she didn't really have any problems or anything that like about herself that she wanted to like change or like evolve, you know. Steve, I think Steve was the other character I thought that needed a bit more because he kind of has the same arc a little bit as have you seen The Incredibles?
No, actually, I have not.
Oh, The Incredibles is so good. You gotta watch
seen
it.
The Incredibles.
Don't watch number 2. Just watch number 1. Number 2 came out like 20 years later. So it was totally different. But number one in Incredibles, the main character, Mr. Incredible, I forget his name, but Mr. Incredible, he's working a 9-to-5 job where he's working for like sales, or not sales, he's working for like a tax company that like it tries to find loopholes in deals that they make with their taxpayers so that they don't have to like
I see.
Oh, sorry, no, not tax, it was insurance.
Oh,
so they found loopholes so that people can't get their insurance, but they'd like, these people would sign insurance so that they'd be covered, right? But then a disaster would happen and then they'd come to them and they'd be like, sorry, we can't insure you because of blah, 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 and the fine details. So he's working for a really shitty company, and he used to be a superhero, but superheroes got outlawed. And then he kind of like has a breaking point where he wants to go back to being a superhero and helping people. And he kind of like has a secret life of being a superhero after that for the rest of the movie.
I see.
In Minecraft, Steve kind of has a similar thing where he's working a job he doesn't really like. He wants to be more creative. There was a really funny scene that I loved where he just was mushing his food together into a block because he yearned for the mines still. it was good. I liked that. But then he goes back into the mines where he wants to be creative. The part where I feel like he didn't have much character development was like going back to the real world, I guess. They had a whole scene, I guess, where they were like, oh, maybe I can bring the creativity to the real world. I feel like the assumption that the world they're in isn't real isn't really explained. Because the Minecraft world in the movie is still real because he's living there and time is still going by. It's not like it's paused or anything. It's not like Neverland from Peter Pan where you don't grow up or anything. So I kind of wish they maybe like made the Minecraft world seem like it was like a fake dream or something like that he has to wake up from and kind of like live in the real world, because they say the real world, but it doesn't feel as impactful as Peter Pan's real world.
I guess so, because I guess Minecraft is kind of the real world too.
It was just another dimension, right?
Yeah.
In the movie. But in something like Peter Pan, Neverland is a place that they can fly to, and they never grow up, so they're never developing, they're just being kids forever.
I see.
But in Minecraft, it was sort of like a healthy world for Mr. Steve because he wanted to be creative, and creativity is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to go back to the real world and bring his creativity there, and maybe they could have done a little bit more where he's supposed to go to the real world and spread his creativity to more people.
True.
Like they could have had something where there's more people that are depressed in the real world, so he's going to the real world to inspire them. Like I feel like that could have been maybe jumped on. I would have liked that. But yeah, more character development would have been good. There wasn't really any character in the movie that I thought had development that was like memorable or like satisfying, something that I could take away from.
I see. Yes.
Well, that's just my thoughts there.
So there was like backlash on like how silly everything looked. I think that as like a first look, it was kind of like weird or like not great from the trailers from the first one, because people weren't expecting it. But from like the entire movie, it is kind of like a silly movie, and I do think that it is fine for like a few like characters to just be there, just for silliness.
Yeah, and I was impressed too, like how they explained why there's real life people in a blocky Minecraft world. Like I thought they actually did a really good job fleshing out the world and how they're there. So it wasn't really a problem for me that they were real humans inside of a video game sort of looking world. I thought that was actually really good.
I thought that was good too. Yeah. You were talking about like other Jack Black movies?
Oh yeah.
Being like
so
as good,
my rating of the movie. I didn't tell you about my rating. You said it was good. What would you give it out of 10, do you think?
I'm not entirely sure. Like
let's just say like 5 out of 10 is like half good, half bad. It's basically mid. Yeah, I guess half good, half bad, it would be mid, right?
True.
Bad is 0 out of 10. Perfection is 10 out of 10. Like nothing's wrong, pretty much.
I'd say maybe a 7.5, just because there's like references to like the game, and as like a fan watching it, it's like, especially like cameos being in there, even though at first I didn't even recognize who was where.
Same here.
I think it was good. I like how like Minecraft isn't like like it could be a serious game, but it's like it could be a really silly game, and I like that they kind of leaned into how it can be like unrealistic and like goofy-ish.
Me personally, I watched a lot of other Jack Black movies before watching the Minecraft movie within like the past month or two.
Yes.
And I saw like School of Rock. That one, super good. I was recommended it by another coworker, and it was one of her favorite movies. So like, yeah, it was good. It was really good. I thought Jack Black was inspirational in that movie, and yeah, kind of like what I was saying earlier too. Like, I wish how Jack Black inspired the world more after Minecraft, living in the overworld. In the School of Rock, he went to a school. He inspired like prep students or whatever they're called. Like, they're just really strict at that school, and he kind of inspired them to be more relaxed and get into music and follow their passions more than just studying to be like another worker in the universe. To not be boring, to follow your dreams, even if your parents are against it. That I thought was really inspirational and touching. And then I also watched, what was it called? Do you know what the name was for that one? The one where Jack Black is a devil and he's mistaken as Santa. Dear Santa. So this one wasn't like as good. Like, there's a lot of hit or miss kind of jokes in it.
True.
Jack Black isn't as like inspirational. He's playing like a villain character, kind of like a goofy villain.
Kind of.
He was trying to encourage the main kid in that movie to do bad deeds and to give into desires and stuff like that. And in the end of that movie, at least he had kind of a redemption arc too, where he got fired from hell or something like that. And he's like, you know what? I'll just give this kid his last wish or whatever happened. I forget what happened at the end, but he did something for the kid that was nice.
That was also kind of like a goofy-ish movie too.
It was, yeah. I didn't mind it. He did stuff in the movie too, where it's like he references the genie, like, which is from Aladdin. The genie from Aladdin says stuff like, "I can grant you 3 wishes, but we can't do anything that involves love for obvious reasons."
I see.
But this devil in Dear Santa, he grants wishes that have to do with love. It was an interesting movie. And then Minecraft compared to those two, like, in general, like, those two movies, they had really good flow and writing to them. The Minecraft movie, I feel like it kind of slows down in some areas a little too much.
Yeah, maybe a little bit here and there.
Like, the flow is just a little bit off, but like that kind of took my like overall perception of the movie down a little bit, just because I've seen other Jack Black films where he's done a bit like better work, I guess. But I still liked him as Steve. So overall, I'd probably give the Minecraft movie like a, I don't know, maybe a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Still above mid. I wouldn't say it's mid. It was still better. But I think I liked Dear Santa a little bit more, just maybe like a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. And then like School of Rock, I liked probably like a 9.5 out of 10.
I see.
Maybe 10.
I've seen both of those. I think I've seen most of the School of Rock, but I don't think I ever saw the end of it. Because I think I stopped watching before. I should watch like the last bit of it.
Yeah, I won't spoil it. It was a good movie.
But I might put the Minecraft movie a bit above the Dear Santa one, to be honest. That one wasn't like my favorite Jack Black movie. It was alright still.
Yeah.
But where would you put these in comparison to like other recent video game movies like FNAF and the Minecraft or the
Mario
movie, not the Minecraft movie. Obviously, we're talking about the Minecraft movie.
Okay, this is tough.
True.
Because I like and dislike them all for different reasons. So like the Mario movie. Let's start there.
Sure.
I really love how that one looks, and the pacing was good in it too. Visually, like, everything is in the Mario art style, and I love that. The world of Mario was good too. Like, they had references to the games in there too, and like they had like the realistic items and everything. And they had like some lore stuff too that was really cool with, I think it was Rosalina? No, not Rosalina. I don't know. There's like a scene where they were at night with like the like fire flowers looking at the stars, and Peach was like space or something like that. Another world too to Mario. Yeah. And I think she was referencing like her sister Rosalina maybe or something like that. I think I read something online about that.
I'm not sure.
I could be wrong though.
Possibly.
The Mario movie, like, it was good.
It
wasn't the greatest though, because it didn't have much character development for Mario. Which is like, why not? He's the main character. Do something with him. So the Mario movie, I thought was probably like a 7 out of 10 maybe.
Probably like same-ish here. 7-ish.
And yeah, like Bowser was really good in that movie. I guess Jack Black was Bowser.
Yeah,
so we can compare him there. I think he did an excellent job as Bowser. I loved how he did his Peaches song in that movie.
Yes, that was amazing.
Peaches, Peaches, Peaches. That one.
Yes.
So yeah, Mario movie, it was good. It was good. It wasn't like something that reaches into my top movies just because there was no what do you call that? Like attachment,
like
emotional attachment? Maybe that's the wrong word, but I think that's close to what I'm thinking of.
possibly.
And then the FNAF movie. I was personally let down by the FNAF movie.
Really?
So, yeah. I want to do a review on my channel of it just to like go over it.
I see.
But like, I wish they would have just leaned into the games more with that movie because it didn't feel like they were leaning into FNAF 1 when that was supposed to be the FNAF 1 movie.
Fair enough.
Because now we have FNAF 2's trailer out and it's still going like in the FNAF timeline where we're going game by game.
I haven't
so they're not
actually seen
redo
that
FNAF
yet.
1, right?
I should.
Oh, you didn't see the trailer?
I did not. I should though.
They're leaning more into the spooky stuff with FNAF 2, so they're listening to the feedback of the first movie. I don't know. FNAF, I didn't really. I don't know. The main characters in that movie, I just couldn't get behind them. Like I couldn't see what they're thinking as easily.
I see.
I don't know. They just didn't feel as realistic, I guess, is the best way to put it. And then like the whole drawing thing too, like where the drawings dictate what the animatronics, the kids think. I don't know if that was the justification I was looking for, because if that's the justification for like the game world too, they didn't ever like go into that in the game world, so it was different. So I don't know if I really liked the FNAF movie that much. And again, it wasn't like a horror movie when it should have been a horror movie.
Yeah, true enough. Like what was it? Like when the kid was playing with the animatronics, that was interesting to see that the animatronics at night were so like good. Yeah, when they build like the fort, they were so like when in the games they were like actively trying to like kill you, but in the movie, it's all fun and games.
Like, here's what I was thinking. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie would have been so much better if they had gone with the security guard. That one scene, like if that was the movie, kind of. If he was trying to survive like the nights at Freddy's as a security guard. So maybe you get to learn about like what the duties are of his, and I really would like to do a video on FNAF myself too. Maybe on a second channel or something one day.
Possibly.
But my general idea of what FNAF 1's movie should have been is like the security guard goes in, you learn that there's kids going missing, but you don't know where they're going. And then over time, it reveals itself that the kids are inside the animatronic suits. And that kind of like generates like an eerie sort of feeling like they were there the whole time. And then you get to learn that there was a murderer in the same place he's working that is Purple Guy, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like, I wish it was more like a mind battle sort of thing, like how Death Note kind of does that, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, we're Light Yagami this entire time, and there's an L somewhere out there too, and L is Purple Guy.
L is Purple Guy. Confirmed.
L is Purple Guy. Yep. That's kind of what I wish it was about. And I don't know, maybe he dies too in the first movie, and like maybe he's the one who is Phone Guy. What if that was the thing, right? Like maybe he was Phone Guy and he was hearing about the murders and he was like leaving behind messages for the next employee that's gonna work there, and that's where he dies, like on the phone calls in FNAF 1.
Yeah.
Like that would have been sick.
That would have been.
I would have liked that. But FNAF, I don't know.
See,
I might rate that one like a 5 out of 10.
Really, a 5?
Yeah. So I think FNAF was my least favorite. Minecraft would be my second favorite, and then Mario would be my top.
I see. I would actually...
Which was like the opposite of you guys, I think, right?
I would say like the opposite. FNAF, Minecraft, then Mario. Because the Mario movie, it was good, but it also just kind of followed like what happens in like every game, where Bowser just kind of like... Did he steal Peach in that game? Or in the
yes, he did, because he wanted to have a wedding later, remember?
Oh, yes. And so that happened, and what happened with Luigi, right? Didn't he like...
I was disappointed what happened with Luigi in that movie too. Because Luigi was in it for a little bit, and then he got captured in a cage, and he was gone until the very end.
True.
Pretty much.
And then the entire movie was basically just Mario saving Peach and Luigi, right? I believe.
Yes. Kind of, yes.
Which
I don't know if Luigi escaped himself, though. He might have. I forget.
I kind of forget. It's been a while since the movie was out, but
Yep.
it was good. It was still really good, but it was just kind of like the same thing as what happens in like every game, basically. Which is kind of good, because it's like staying true to the games, but it's also kind of like they could have varied from that possibly and done like a bit of different things. I mean, they kind of did do like different things too, like they had to like
explaining the overworld kind of thing, going into the Mario Kingdom, like how they had to go through pipes and stuff. Like that, I guess that was new.
True, and like, didn't they have to like fight Donkey Kong too at some point?
Yeah, they had a Donkey Kong battle where he had to beat Donkey Kong if they were to get the Kongs on their army, or to join them as like an army to fight Bowser.
So I would still rate that like maybe a 6 out of 10, 6.5.
Yeah.
It was still good, but it wasn't like as good. The Minecraft movie, which I think goes in the middle, because it's also kind of basic in the storyline, but it's not like, it doesn't have to be the storyline.
I like the characters better in the Minecraft movie.
It's like but like, it's still kind of basic. There's a bad guy and there's a good guy. The good guy gets captured, whatever, but he gets set free, which is kind of interesting. And then he turns back on the bad guys, right? Like the Minecraft movie.
Oh yeah, like
Steve. Yeah. So it was kind of interesting, and they have to explain like going into the overall team.
They had a big cast of main characters in the Minecraft movie. I think they might have struggled with that. If they had maybe had a little bit less characters, they could have done a bit more.
Maybe.
Because they had Steve plus the other 4. That's 5 characters.
And
we already said like the zoo lady, she basically didn't have a personality or anything. Like
true.
No resemblance of an arc really. Maybe they could have done without her, and then they could have had maybe just the 2 kids who went into the world. I don't know. Because I did like Garrison. I really like Garrison
too. Garrison was
so. I don't know.
He got like explained pretty well. He was the gamer of the year, and then he fell off and was struggling with money.
I love his bromance with Steve too.
That
was good.
So I would rate the Minecraft movie like a 7, 7.5. And then the FNAF movie, I thought it was the best out of the 3, even though yes, it wasn't like as scary, and it didn't like completely follow the games. But then again, look at the book series. It does like, are the books canon? Sometimes it can be, sometimes it isn't. It could be.
I read the Silver Eyes series with Charlie, like that whole timeline. It was all right.
I read one of the books. I think it was the first book. I
think it might just be my expectations for the FNAF movie, because I kind of expected it to explain the lore, because we just haven't been explained it, and it's been almost a decade. It's been over a decade, right?
Yeah. It's been
so I was really hoping they would actually like go into what happened exactly with more detail.
Yeah, but I liked the FNAF movie a bit more too.
There was more things with the FNAF movie as well that I kind of just was like, because like there was the whole scene at the start where he like just beats up a random civilian, and he gets no repercussions from it other than like a slap on the wrist, right? But he attacks someone in public.
Yeah,
I feel like there should have been more done.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But I mean, I guess like the guy, he referenced him to like the actual FNAF, like Five Nights at Freddy's Place, expecting that he would die, so maybe that would be his repercussions, but then he survived, in fact.
Well, yeah,
because the previous
could have been like community service, right, where you're doing it for free. But no, he couldn't do it for free anyway, right, because he needed money so his kid could like have a place to live.
True.
Or not kid, his sister.
But I would say the FNAF movie, even though it did kind of stray off from like the main game, it was still pretty decent, and the FNAF and like the MatPat cameo was better than Minecraft's cameo. I would say.
I agree.
Definitely a lot better.
For sure.
I would probably give it also like a 7.5-ish out of 10, maybe 8, possibly. Yeah. I think it was good, but there was also some like interesting things that I think they could have done better, like it being maybe a bit scarier, or like the animatronics not being as like friendly to them, maybe.
Yes, I think the scene where they actually like showed them building forts and stuff, it kind of fully took away the scare factor of them being like maybe dangerous.
True.
And it did show like them being dangerous, right? Like they ate the intruders. Even the lady that did nothing wrong, really, right? Wasn't she the caretaker too, like the babysitter?
Oh yeah, she was.
They just killed the babysitter. Like the only thing she did wrong was she was kind of lazy, but they killed her for that. So I was like, so they're kind of dangerous, but then they're building forts with the main characters, and I'm just like kind of confused. Yeah. And then I guess the whole Vanessa scene also was a little bit
True.
Because she's like William's daughter now, and then like it kind of relies on a sequel to explain more behind that.
Yes.
I think so. Maybe I'll rate the movie higher once we get like a whole trilogy or something like that. But
Yeah. True.
right now, it's just a little confusing, not as like satisfying in one package. But yeah, I might rate the Mario movie and the Minecraft movie the same then. Like I might bring the Mario movie down a little bit because you are right.
I think all three
Holding
movies
Luigi
were...
off like to the side and Mario being like the focus, but Mario has like no development because he's always been like the same guy his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Even as a kid, he was always standing up for his brother, and then he's doing the exact same thing throughout the movie too. So he had nothing going for him really, like to evolve and grow.
I think,
but yeah, I like
all three of the movies were good though. They're all pretty good.
I wouldn't say any of them were bad. Mm-hmm. I just think FNAF was kind of mid, and then the other ones were like above average.
I see.
Or no, they were average, I would say. Something that I would put maybe in like top tier that's a video game adaptation was Arcane. I've never played Arcane.
Arcane is good. Arcane is really good.
That one I just put at like, I put season 1 at 10 out of 10. Season 2 I'd put maybe at 7 or 8.
Yeah, I love Arcane. I didn't see it until like the second season came out. It was really good. It was really good.
Nice. So you watched like everything back to back, right?
Yes, basically. It was good.
I think I had like a 2-year wait between season 1 and 2. Something like that.
But I also kind of forgot that it's League of Legends.
I know, right?
You just kind of forget that it's League of Legends.
Yeah.
It's so good.
The thing for me that brought season 2 of Arcane down though was that they tried leaning more into the video game by introducing more video game characters when it didn't really benefit the story. The whole there was like a what was it, like a thorn rose thing where they kind of took away a character's character and just gave her power, so she kind of just became like a different person. Yeah, and it was like inherited to her too, so she didn't like work for it or try to become it, right?
I see.
I don't know. There was just I had a whole bunch of gripes with season 2 of that game or that series, but I think in that case more references to the game hurt it more than helped it.
I see. Yes.
So for me, when I rate movies, I think the most important thing is the characters and the story and the development.
True.
That's what will make me bring it up to like a 10 out of 10. If it's above like a 50, I think then it is like a 50%. Then you're doing the world right. You're doing a lot of other stuff right. Yeah. That's how I would rate stuff personally.
I would say season 1 of Arcane would probably also be like 9.5 or 10 out of 10. And then season 2 maybe like an 8.5 or 9. Anyways, the time is like 9:49, and I thought you said you had to go. So
I do have to go. So
I should probably remind you. I'd probably remind you of the time, just in case you need to go.
I was eyeballing it too, but I was like, all right, I'll just continue because I'm having fun.
I see.
But yeah, thanks for having me on. That was fun.
Yep.
Really good discussion. Yeah, I guess let us know what your guys' thoughts of the Minecraft movie was in the comment section below. Logan will be responding to them and reading them.
True,
of course.
I will.
Any final words? Any closing thoughts?
Minecraft movie was good. I liked it. It was pretty good. I think it was pretty good, and I think it was also pretty good. You know, it was Minecraft movie. I would recommend it.
There you have it.
Especially to Minecraft fans. Go watch it right now.
I guess one more thing we should mention, just so like we can look back at this in the future and be like, oh yeah, that existed. There was a McDonald's deal.
Oh yes, crazy.
McDonald's.
Insane.
It had a little. What was it called again?
Like
the Flint and Steel meal or something like that.
I don't know. It was a Minecraft meal. I just called it the Flinton meal because it sounded funny. I don't think that's the real name. The Finton meal.
So the meal came with like a random toy, which is also like a skin in Minecraft that you can use.
Did indeed.
I ended up getting Grimace himself.
Grimace egg. The Greg.
The Greg.
I
don't know what this is gonna look like in game. I haven't seen it.
It is very like round and it is interesting. And when you put on armor, I believe it shrinks, which is interesting.
Okay.
But it looks cool.
So is there a reason that it's an egg?
Like, I honestly, I have no clue why it's an egg, if I'm being honest.
And then you got...
Alright, so here are my McDonald's ones. So these two are the first ones I got. This one I got from the first time I got the Minecraft meal. And this one I got from when I went with Matsuki, whatever. Awesome sauce. This one is personally my favorite. It is the potion. The skin is very amazing. This one is alright, but not the greatest. And then, these two are for my other cousins. Awesome. So you got oh, that one likes to fall over. This is a hamburger, and then this is the chicken girl. I don't know, with an elytra. It's very unstable. Does not like to stand. Don't fall. No, stop. Okay, so here's the potion. Here's the hamburger. I love the potion. Let me pull up Minecraft. Aha, there we go. Oh yeah, I hate how Bedrock Edition just doesn't like to load characters, but like this is how this one should have been, but it just wasn't. Anyways, enough complaining about Minecraft. Okay. Amazing potion. The zombie hamburger and the soda potion. Anyways, that's it. Minecraft movie fire. Go see it right now.